You didn't find this message by accident, because someone has been loving you quietly for longer than you realize. Their feelings didn't begin yesterday, and they didn't grow suddenly, they formed slowly in silence. Psychology shows that the deepest attachments often develop when emotions are hidden instead of expressed. This person learned to love you without disturbing your life or demanding your attention. They watched you from a distance, caring more about your peace than their own comfort. They noticed the small changes in your mood, the shifts in your voice, and the way you smiled when you felt safe. While you were living your life, they were storing memories of you in their mind. They remembered details you forgot you ever shared. They felt happiness when you succeeded and sadness when you struggled. Their connection to you became emotional before it ever became visible. Psychology explains that silent love is born from fear and respect at the same time. They were afraid of losing you, but they respected your space more than their own desire. So they chose presence over pressure and patience over confession. They believed loving you quietly was safer than risking everything with words. Every time you disappeared from their world, their thoughts followed you. Every time you laughed, their heart felt lighter without you knowing why. They built an emotional bond while pretending nothing was happening. That is why their feelings grew stronger instead of fading. When communication stopped or distance appeared, they didn't stop caring. They just learned how to miss you without showing it. They trained themselves to hide what they felt and carry it alone. This is why their love feels invisible to you but powerful to them. Psychology says that unspoken emotions often become more intense than spoken ones. The mind holds onto what the mouth never releases. Their heart kept choosing you even when logic told them not to. They never wanted to interfere with your life or disturb your peace. They wanted to be the quiet support you never had to question. They stayed in the background while hoping you would one day notice. Their love grew in waiting, not in attention. If you feel them in your thoughts, it is not random. Emotional connections do not disappear just because they were never announced. Your mind senses unfinished feelings even when your eyes cannot see them. Their heart has been connected to yours longer than you understand. This kind of love does not shout, it listens. It does not chase, it stays. It does not demand, it understands. And that is why it survives in silence. They are not distant because they don't care. They are quiet because caring became too heavy to carry out loud. They learned to love you without needing proof in return. Their feelings stayed alive because they were never tested by rejection. Psychology reveals that silent love lasts because it is built on observation, not illusion. They saw you clearly and still chose you. They saw your flaws and still stayed emotionally present. That is not coincidence, that is emotional attachment. If this message reached you, it is because awareness comes before change. You were meant to understand what their silence really means. It is not absence, it is restraint. It is not indifference, it is fear of loss. Someone has loved you quietly while you were busy surviving. Someone has held space for you without asking for recognition. Someone has stayed emotionally connected without permission. And that kind of love is not weak, it is rare. Whether they speak or stay silent, the truth remains. Their feelings did not start yesterday and they did not fade easily. They loved you quietly because they loved you deeply. And psychology calls that the strongest kind of emotional bond.